Thank you, Doctor, for coming to our house.
Yes, you're certainly welcome. Let's begin with your marriage. What do you think the problem is with your marriage?
I'll go first, if that's okay.
I was...
Well, he's not the cleanest person.
I'm clean.
In fact, he's a slob.
I am not a slob.
As you can see.
No, this is a style.
It's an embarrassment to me and my friends. I tried to, encourage him to talk to my friends and to have an intelligent conversation. He's staring the whole time at their tits. The whole time. Go ahead, deny it. See? I know this may seem minor, but his driving is not exactly, the best.
Last night, I'm playing Grand Theft Auto. I just got done offering a bunch of old ladies for a gang boss. I gotta drive through the whole freaking city. It's Vice City, and I gotta go through the whole. I get from. Do you know the first gang boss where where you gotta do that routine with all the old ladies and stuff like that, and you have to get from point A to point B on the other side of the city?
That is not driving.
I got there in 2.5 minutes.
That doesn't count. How can that count?
You go online and find me somebody that's gotten there in 2.5 minutes.
See the mentality? Do you see the mentality? I have given you my life for the last 2 years. And for the last 2 years, what have you given me?
I'm a simple man. I just want a good sandwich and a good night's rest, and...
Gets a little freaky when you're having sex, when we have it, and he calls out Mommy, and he's on the phone with her.
We were role-playing. That was some international spy thing that she wouldn't go on.
With your mother on the phone, while I'm on top. Really?
Code name was Mother.
The woman, I heard her on the phone saying, do it harder, son. It hurts my psyche. Okay, I can't do it then. I just can't put up with it. I wanted a husband. I didn't want a playmate for my son. Ask him what he does to our neighbor's yard. Ask him.
I pee in their flower bed.
And this seems normal to him.
Well,
this seems normal to you.
Listen, we got a sweet-ass hammock outside. And there's the neighbor's flower bed is next door right there, and they're always working in it, and it drives me nuts. I'm trying to sit out in the hammock, trying to relax a little bit. Naked. But I don't want the neighbor around all the time. He's always yapping in my ear, talking about this, and that. And I asked my mother about it, and she said, pee in their flower bed. Humans are like deer. You pee, and then something kind of subconscious thing happens with the sense of the smell, and they stay away.
Is there anything that you can say that I have done wrong? No. No. There's nothing he can say.
You know what drives me nuts? You like 2 liters? You know, like at the bottom, it gets flat. I don't like to drink that. She yells at me all the time, so I like to leave it in there. I throw it away, actually. She nags on me. It's a freaking 2 liter. What do they cost, like $1.49?
My friends expect a certain status of me. And when they come in and I want to serve my guests something to drink, and I go to my refrigerator and I open it up and there's a 99-cent bottle of soda with this much in it, what do you think that says about me?
Now you see how she spun this all around to make this some kind of family event out of a 2-liter bottle of soda?
Maybe if you broadened your mind a little bit past those smut magazines that you read and you're trying to get me to do some of the stuff that those girls do, maybe you'd understand me a little bit, little intelligent conversation. Maybe we could go out to the park. Maybe we could go to the social clubs. I could introduce you to people that have something a little bit, more to offer than doing shots off the belly button of a waitress down at the local bar.
Are you done?
Is it so wrong to want your man to love you and not just bang it all the time?
If I don't bang her, she's gonna look the other way, you know what I mean?
I'm not looking any other way. I just wanted some attention. Like, what about the time we went to the carnival? Okay? Perfect example. There I am, standing there, and I'm waiting. I see all these other guys there buying their girls, those cheesy little carnival blow-up things, and they're winning things for them and taking them through the tunnel of love. I want communication.
We're talking right now.
I want you to know what I'm thinking before I say it. Is that too much to ask? Don't tell me I look hot. I want you to tell me I look beautiful going to the lake and feeding the ducks like they do on those commercials and stuff like that, and watching like the talk shows. And
whoa!
Is it too much to ask you to go to the crocheting class with me? That's love. Every Hallmark commercial shows that. Those men do it.
Ducks? I mean, that's just weird.
I want you to feed the ducks, not bang the ducks.
I don't...
Sex is not love, okay? When I'm sitting there talking to my mother, who I don't see that much as you see your mother, and I'm sitting there talking to her, you come up behind me, lift my skirt up, and try and put it in. That's a little embarrassing.
But it's a surprise, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a surprise, but also my little niece is sitting there, and again, the pastor's wife. You see? Do you remember that when we first moved into our little apartment, when we were first married, do you remember every night who was underneath our bedroom window saying, honey, is she treating you okay?
It is my mother.
His mother, every night. Passing by, we lived 10 miles away from her house. I come down, I want to get a glass of milk in my own kitchen, mind you. There she is, sitting there, making some food for her honey, for her baby. My kitchen, my food.
Our kitchen, our food, and technically our mother.
My mother is a saint compared to your mother. You know, when we first met, I went down to the bar, yeah, and I met you, and I saw something in you different. You know, I saw something in you that was different than all the other idiots that were hanging out next to you. You know, you may have been the only one standing, everybody else was slouched over and drunk, okay, but that had nothing to do with my selection that night. Nothing at all.
I thought I was really into the whole cougar young stud thing.
Cougar? What are you talking about, young stud? I'm talking about two people that meet across a room and their eyes connect and it's a soulmate kind of thing. That's how I felt. Are you telling me that you felt any different?
No, sure. It was a soulmate thing, yeah. But I mean, on like its base level of like humanity, I mean, it was like the whole cougar young stud attraction.
What are you talking about? Where are you coming with this?
That's the type of attraction it was.
No, it wasn't. It was heart. You didn't notice anything else about me except for my warmth and my caring. You told me that.
Yeah, that was all part of it. That's part of like the whole thing.
What thing?
It's like kind of like, you know, the whole like you cared about me and I was like, and I gave it to you, you know, and then that was like the relationship in the beginning. I mean, you know, it's like since then it's evolved. Since then it's evolved into other things. You know, it's like I would say it's a little bit more like, you know, at times it's like we were born of the same day, but you know we weren't and we aren't and we can't change that.
Oh, okay.
That's the dynamic that makes us special.
Okay, now it's coming out. It's all coming out now.
What's
apparently.
coming out?
The age difference. I wondered when this would come out.
I'm just being on. I mean, I'm not.
Now you're being honest. You told me back then it didn't matter what my age.
It didn't matter what your age was.
Because you saw my inner beauty.
You know, your inner glow is attractive to me. I mean, if your inner glow wasn't attractive to me, then your saggy tits and your crusty toes wouldn't be.
You always got to do that, right? You always got to bring that part in. You got to zero in on my insecurities, and you just got to twist the knife right in front of somebody. Even though he's supposed to be here to help us, you have to do that? Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Anne, please stand up. This is what your wife needs at least 3 times a week. Can you do this?
Well, you could swing on through on Mondays and Wednesdays, but Fridays I get my junk waxed.
I figured after some time I could mold him and bring him up to my level. It just hasn't happened that way yet, obviously.
What you see is what she's molded me into. No, I got a pretty rigorous exercise routine. It's more based out of breathing and like, you know, with like the nasal passages and
what's that white powder that helps you out? That's sniffing up through your nose and stuff like that?
Cocaine. I would have been a Major League Baseball player, and this is how I find myself to be able to fulfill.
Not again.
It's all about
Here
baseball.
we
It's
go.
softball, of course, but it's all about it's about my dreams. I mean, at least it's something I can do.
Your
I realize
dream is banging
Hold on one
all the girls. to someone? Are you talking to someone?
Yeah, can you hear me?
He's talking to someone. Who is it? Who is it?
Yeah, I'll get back to you, man. Sorry about that, okay. All right, what were we talking about? Oh, that's right, my dreams!
Your dreams.
Yes.
Bambi, is she part of your dream?
Bambi, what are you, Bambi?
Bambi, Bimbo, Beulah, Barbara, all of them start with B's apparently on your softball team.
I'm allergic to bees.
Not these bees. Not with their honey.